Why?
That's all. Pranams and greetings to all honored guests and brothers and sisters from all over the world on this very auspicious occasion of Basant Panchami as we celebrate the 150th birth anniversary of Pujya Shri Lalaji Maharaj. We also extend our greetings on the 74th Republic Day of India. On this day, let us offer our hearts full of humble gratitude to the great beloved Master Lalaji Maharaj and remember him with devotion and prayerful reverence. It is an occasion to be in joyful union with his divine presence in the silence of our hearts. A day to remember his life of unceasing selfless service to the Lord and pray with the resolve to imbibe his teaching into our lives. On this historic occasion today, we are all connected virtually to Shahjahanpur, where the statue of Babuji Maharaj, the chief disciple of revered Lalaji Maharaj, is being unveiled today. This structure, called the Sahaj Marg Junction, is in the heart of Shahjahanpur city, with the 8 feet high statue of Pujya Babuji Maharaj carved in pristine white marble. Revered Daji will now be unveiling the statue virtually in the presence of Honorable Minister Shri Suresh Kumar Khanna ji from the government of Uttar Pradesh, who is present on this landmark occasion at Shahjahanpur. I now request Revered Daji to please unveil the statue.
That's it. Let me finish.
आवाज बढ़ा दो आवाज बढ़ाओ क्या
This Bandara, celebrating the 150 years of Pujya Shri Lalaji Maharaj, is a most special and historic Bandara in many unique ways, where our great master, Pujya Lalaji Maharaj, continues to bestow his unceasing gifts upon us. I now invite Brother Rishabh Kothari to the dais for a very special announcement for all of us.
beloved Daji, dear sisters and brothers, on this very auspicious occasion of Vasant Panchami, as we commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of our revered Adi Guru, Param Pujya Lalaji Maharaj, we are extremely delighted to announce that our beloved master, revered Daji, has been honored and decorated with the very prestigious Padma Bhushan for distinguished service of high order in the field of spirituality. While our masters need no accolades or recognition, this announcement by the government is a recognition of the importance of yoga, meditation, and spirituality in modern life, and the yeoman service being offered by the heartfulness seekers across the globe. This award is a recognition of the thousands of heartfulness volunteers and millions of followers worldwide who have made it their life's mission to serve one and all tirelessly, seeking nothing in return. We both thank as well as congratulate the government for recognizing these efforts, and also thank all the volunteers and practitioners of heartfulness. And such occasions also serve to reinforce within us our resolve of selfless service to all humanity. We pray to our great hierarchy of masters to grant beloved Daji a long and healthy life, and may he continue to inspire and guide all humanity on the path of Sahaj Marg. Thank you.
On behalf of all the Abhyasis from all over the world, we offer our heartfelt wishes, love, and prayers to you, revered Daji. On the auspicious occasion of Basant Panchami today, we have very special releases lined up for all of us. The first book that is being released today is the complete works of Ramchandra by Lalaji Maharaj. This is a special collector's edition in a beautiful box set containing all the volumes by Pujya Lalaji Maharaj. This unique release today is a must-have collection and not to be missed. Let us all take this opportunity to pick up our set and benefit from the treasure trove of knowledge and gems by our Lalaji Maharaj. The next book that we are releasing today is the book From Anger to Love. This unique book is a collection of articles from brothers and sisters who bring a unique perspective to the theme From Anger to Love, sharing the methods that have helped them transform. We especially encourage and urge our brothers and sisters from overseas to take copies home with them for themselves, their friends, family, and loved ones, and bring this benefit to many more hearts all over the world. We now come to our next release, a book, Yes, You Can Do It, in English and Hindi. This is a very special booklet on Nasha Mukti, a unique initiative of the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, in collaboration with Heartfulness Institute. This booklet covers a few simple methods and heartfulness practices to remove dependency on drugs and alcohol. Now also releasing today, the Bhandara messages in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, and French languages. As Revered Daji has guided us, let us pick up the Bhandara messages for us, read, imbibe, and absorb within ourselves the special message. We are also releasing today two very unique and special coins. The first coin being released is a unique commemorative bronze coin for this auspicious occasion of the 150th birth anniversary celebrations. This bronze coin is a unique souvenir of this Bhandara, and we urge all of you to take this souvenir back with you to your centers as the special memory of the unique Bhandara. The next coin we are releasing is a very special silver coin that has been released by the Government of India, especially to commemorate this historic occasion. Both these coins are available on donation basis at all the donation counters on the campus, in the auditorium block, main dining hall, East Comfort Dorm, and South Dorms. One of our unique offerings to all seekers across the world is the Heartfulness app. This app brings to all the opportunity to meditate with a trainer and do the heartfulness practices wherever and whenever one wishes, and much more. We are very happy to share that thousands of seekers all over the world are using this app to make meditation a daily habit. We are bringing a special upgrade to the Heartfulness app today, and I now invite Sister Vani Kola to guide us through the new additions to the Heartfulness app.
Pranam Staji. Today we have a great announcement in keeping with Daji's objective to make heartfulness be available freely and universally to every corner of the world. The Heartfulness app is a tool and a solution that all of us can use to be able to spread the word about heartfulness. And in keeping with that, we have 5 additional languages in which heartfulness will now be available. For most of you who might have downloaded the Heartfulness app already, now to experience it in your own language is very simple and easy. You can see the app. You simply have to click our language button. So today we are able to offer this app in Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, Kannada, Sorry, I'm forgetting the one other language in which we are offering the app. But it's very simple. You can take the language and then it changes the language for you. Our goal is to expand this in the next 2 months to 20 additional languages. The app has already been downloaded in 190 countries. And in the last release, we have received significant traction from many of the South Asian countries, as well as from EMEA, the Middle East, and African countries. This has been very heartening, and the Heartfulness app has really been a brainchild of Daji, and with his guidance and encouragement, we have been able to reach this point quite rapidly. We are hoping that along with the few dedicated volunteers who have come together to make this possible, we will have an opportunity to have more volunteers in specific areas. If you have time and skills to contribute to the development and marketing of this app, please reach out to us. I would like to take this moment to invite the few of the volunteers that are here who have been part of the Heartfulness team and several others that are probably joining the Bandara later. And on behalf of all of us, I'd like to share our gratitude to Daji for encouraging us and offering us this opportunity to work on this project. It has truly been a learning and a bonding experience. With that, Daji, I'd like to also take personal time once again to congratulate on this momentous announcement of Padma Bhushan. It's a culmination of the efforts that you have inspired all of us to serve humanity, and we hope that we can continue to do our small role, each of us, as we go forward. Thank you, everyone. Have a happy Republic Day. Jai Hind.
Brother Krishna, I would like to request Brother Krishna if he's here. Okay.
Brother P.R. Krishna, Senior Trustee of the Sahaj Marg Spirituality Foundation and son of our beloved Chariji, will say a few words on this auspicious occasion.
Beloved Kamlesh Bhaiya, beloved Daji, my dear sisters and brothers, we are here on a truly momentous occasion, celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of our Adi Guru, Param Pujya Lalaji Maharaj, who was born on Basant Panchami in the year 1873. This is a truly momentous occasion in many ways, and some of those ways have already been pointed out. And I would once again like to take this opportunity to congratulate our beloved Daji on the receipt of this wonderful award of Padma Bhushan. I would like to take this opportunity to take you all on a journey through history, through time, starting from the year 1945, when Babuji Maharaj, on the instructions of the hierarchy and Lalaji Maharaj himself, registered Sri Ramchandra Mission in Shahjahanpur in Uttar Pradesh in the year 1945, a long time ago. I don't think many of us were born even on that day, in that year. In his own words, as spoken to Sister Kasturi Chaturvedi, the mission had not even half a dozen abhyasis at that time. He himself mentioned Sri Ishwar Sahai and his brother Manohar Sahai and Sister Kasturi as being the only abhyasis that he remembered following him at that time. The mission started in a very, very humble way. And in the 60s, which was from when my memory of the mission starts, there were probably a couple of hundred abhyasis in the mission, nobody outside India. Much of the presence in South India in the states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. And Babuji Maharaj used to celebrate Basant Panchami every year with about 25 to 30 abhyasis. My father, who was affectionately known as Chariji and who was Daji's master and who nominated him as president of Sri Ramchandra Mission as his successor and spiritual representative, started attending Basant from the year, I think, 1965, the year after which he joined the mission. My father, my grandfather, and my mother all started meditating under the Sahaj Marg system in the year 1964, when I was 7 years old. So my association with the mission starts from that year, which is, I guess, 58 years now. By the year 1973, the number of abhyasis in the mission had grown to probably a couple of thousand. Now, 1973 is a very significant year again, because it marked the year when my father received permission from Babuji Maharaj to celebrate the birth anniversary, the birth centenary of Puja Lalaji Maharaj in Madras. Basant Panchami in 1973 actually fell on the 8th of February. However, on the 7th and 8th of February that year, Babuji celebrated Basant Panchami privately with about 25 to 30 abhyasis around him, mostly abhyasis from Madras Center. The public celebration of Lalaji's birth centenary celebrations was held at the Rajeshwari Kalyana Mandapam and its annex, the Shivakami Kalyana Mandapam, during the period from the 22nd to the 26th of February. Now, 1973, I was 15 and a half. And I have to tell you that my memories are a little foggy due to the passage of time, but I remember a lot of the things. The event was planned for about 1500 Abhyasis, but there was some problem, some agitation, because of which trains running from North India through Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu could not run. And so the number fell to about 1,000 finally. Babuji actually entered the celebration venue on the 22nd itself and stayed there till the night of 26th. At this time, there were probably half a dozen publications in the mission in total. Among them, Reality at Dawn, Efficacy of Raj Yoga, Philosophy of Sahaj Marg, Towards Infinity, Peep into Sahaj Marg, Commentary on 10 Commandments of Sahaj Marg, and also India in the West. These books originally were priced at 5 rupees each. And with great difficulty, I remember my father persuaded Babuji to reprice them at 8 rupees. This is just to give us an understanding of where life was at that time compared to where it is now. By 1973 also, centers had sprouted for the mission in Denmark, in Holland, in France, Italy, Germany, and in the United States, so that there was some international representation at the Bandara. Now, we have to understand that this, at that moment in time, was the culmination of a tremendous amount of unremitting toil by the masters of the mission. Babuji records in his diary that he used to get into a train, getting down at stations along the way, and at every station that he got down on, he would hire a rickshaw, go around the city or town or village as it was, transmitting, praying that Sahaj Marg should take root there. In this way, he laid the foundation for the growth of Sahaj Marg all over India. He traveled by third class because he was not a wealthy person, and he, at that time, used to fund all the mission activities by himself. This was a time before there was anybody who was there to donate anything towards the growth of the mission. In 1973, at the time of the celebration of Lalaji's birth centenary, the mission, as I said, had grown to about 2,000. The main days of the celebration were the 24th and the 25th. And during that time, there were a certain number of significant events. The first colored photograph of Lalaji Maharaj was created and published and was put in the meditation hall for all to see. Before that, there was only black and white photographs, and that too maybe 2 or 3 in number. The centenary celebrations also marked the first time ever in the history of the mission that there was a metal badge showing a person to be a member of Sri Ramchandra mission. The badge was created and priced at 5 rupees. And Babuji, I remember, very proudly paid 5 rupees to my father, took a badge and wore it every day during the celebration. The celebration was also the time when India in the West, written by my father, a travelogue of Babuji and his travels to the West for the first time in 1971 was released. And more importantly, the release of Truth Eternal, Lalaji Maharaj's seminal work describing the Sahaj Marg system. Truth Eternal was published in Madras, printed by the Kabir Printing Works, and was priced at 10 rupees. 500 copies were printed and were sold completely out during the celebration itself. Today, a print run of 500 is a private publication, just to put a perspective on things. On the main day, Babuji Maharaj read a message for all Abhyasis to hear. And I remember he broke down on a couple of occasions when he mentioned Lalaji Maharaj's name. As a child, I was witness to a number of occasions when Babuji Maharaj received Lalaji Maharaj among us, and his eyes always used to fill with tears every time he mentioned his master's name. Such was his love for his master. Over the 5 days of the celebration, I think a total of something like 1,000 Abhyasis attended. And it is noteworthy that after all expenses were met, there was a net profit of something like 90,000 rupees. Babuji immediately instructed my father to put it in an account in a bank and reserve it towards the creation of an ashram for Madras. Now, how do I know all this? I was there. This was the first time that I volunteered my services to the mission. I was in the registration counter, receiving Abhyasis as they entered, and I was present during the celebration. Once, I have to say this is also an offshoot of the celebration. On the 26th night, it is recorded that Babuji spoke to Sister Kasturi Chaturvedi and told her that he could never have imagined the mission growing to such a size that he would see 1,500 people almost celebrating his beloved master's birth centenary. He also communicated his happiness to my father. And I guess he must have been really happy because in the next year, he appointed him as his successor and spiritual representative. The letter which he posted from Shahjahanpur was received through registered post. I received that letter, and my father says in his diary that I jokingly asked him, "Has Babuji made you his successor?" To which, of course, I received no reply. The letter went into a bank locker to be removed after Babuji's passing. Throughout his life, my father dedicated his life, his every waking minute, to serving his master. He had been asked many times, "Are you serving the people or are you serving the master?" He always said, "I serve my master, and through that, I serve the people." He started traveling for the mission from the year 1965 and logged countless miles in India and abroad. When he became the master of Sri Ramchandra Mission in the year 1983, in April, after Babuji attained Mahasamadhi, his travels only increased. We rarely saw him at home. He used to be away for more than 6 months a year. And over the course of 30 years, during the lifetime of Babuji Maharaj, the mission had spread to something like 3,000 Abhyasis. We had 13 ashrams across India, none abroad, probably around 500 Abhyasis outside India. This was what my father started with when he became president of Sri Ramchandra Mission. Over 30 years, from 1983 to 2014, when he passed away, he took this mission, which his master had entrusted to him, and grew it so that it spread through 125 countries around the world had an Abhyasi population of probably something like 250,000 Abhyasis, 150 ashrams over India, and something like a dozen ashrams outside India. We have seen with our own eyes what our beloved Daji has done with it. He has taken it and exploded it to every corner of this globe, so that it is now in 150 countries across the world, and through his own ingenious and subtle morphing of Sahaj Marg into the heartfulness way, he has ensured that it will reach virtually every person on this planet. The seed that Lalaji sowed grew into a plant during Babuji's lifetime, grew into a tree during my father's lifetime, and that tree has yielded many, many fruits, which have now been planted across the globe. So I am proud to stand here today and tell you that I have been witness to all of this. I am proud to call Kamlesh Bhai my elder brother and my master. And I am proud to be a part of this organization and this way that I have been a part of now 58 years. I was permitted by Babuji Maharaj to start meditating during Basant Panchami, I think in the year 1970 or 71. And I was introduced into the mission by him personally on the 20th of November 1973. So I'm 50 years an Abhyasi this year. It is not a matter for applause. It is an honor, a unique privilege, and also a tremendous responsibility. More than the privilege and the honor, I feel the burden of that responsibility every single day of my life. I have to ask myself the question, why was I born the son of a master? What is the purpose of my existence? What am I supposed to do? And the answer that comes back to me every day is that I was brought here, my soul brought me here to serve the master, to be a part of this great journey that he undertook in service of his master, and to assist him in whatever small way I can, just as the squirrel helped Lord Rama build the Ram Setu across from India into Sri Lanka. I am therefore humbled and proud both at the same time to have been given this unique opportunity of seeing not one, not two, but three masters in one lifetime. I am like a comet that passes by not one, not two, but three suns in its journey across the universe. It is a unique honor and a privilege and a responsibility, as I have said, and I will remember this as long as I live. I take this opportunity to salute you, beloved Kamlesh Bhai, beloved Daji, and to pray that the masters of the hierarchy bless you with a long life and bless you with success in this remarkable endeavor of heartfulness. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Krishna. Respected elders, very dear sisters and brothers. Yesterday when I was called to accept, if I'm willing to accept this award, it was a surprise for me. And I say I do accept it on behalf of the hierarchy of masters and the organization. And thank you. Would it have been possible without the help of sisters and brothers who have been traveling to schools, 25,000 schools and 6,000 colleges, many corporate offices, villages, thousands of villages, they go toiling. They don't even know where they're sleeping. They don't even know where from the next meal will come, in whose house they will be staying, and offering this practice for free without any salaries to themselves. Happens only in Sahaj Marg. And for that, my dear sisters and brothers, I'm very, very proud of you. And this award is not mine, it's all yours. I speak very honestly, very sincerely and truthfully that this award really, really, really belongs to you, not me. Important announcement now. We have been celebrating 4 Bandaras per year. That means you're easily spending 45 days if you have to attend 4 Bandaras and on top of that make additional visits now and then to Kanha. It is a bit too much. I had been pondering over it during lifetime of our sister Ellen Perry. I would request her to communicate to Lalaji Maharaj and say what to do. There will be hundreds of masters. Should we celebrate 100 birthdays separately? 400 days, and you don't have 400 days in a year. So Babuji took long time answering. He answered that he will get the answer at right time. And the answer did came a few weeks back. He says divide the year into 2, 6 months from January to June 30th and from 1st July to 31st or 30th of December. Whoever is born before 30th, this master, will celebrate combined birthdays of all those masters before 30th of June on Basant Panchami. And later he added, whoever is born between 1st July and end of the year, 28th September. I remarked to Babuji Maharaj, why not later on, if the living master is then in this segment, it will be appropriate. He said, no, there are many reasons which you will understand that these 2 dates are important. Basant and 28th September. I didn't argue. It's not in my habit to argue. So I said, yes, Babuji, it will be done. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Please follow it up. That doesn't mean that we will not celebrate individuals' masters' birthdays. You celebrate at home in your hearts. These 2 will be the tradition going forward. Thank you.